All right, we are back and we're ready to finish off our strawberry crunch cake.
So this guy's still a little bit warm, but we're gonna power through.
Okay.
And we're gonna make this work. We may have some really soft Cool Whip when we get done, but that's okay. This is an entire.
So ideally you'd let it cool all the way
Ideally,
through.
you'd let it really cool all the way through because we're putting something cold on something a little bit warm, but that's okay.
We can immediately put it in the fridge.
It's gonna taste delicious because it's gonna kind of melt into that cake a little bit more than just, hanging out on top. But it's a good thing too. But we're just going to put that entire tub of Cool Whip on there.
So you talked about other options if you didn't want to use the Cool
Yeah, if you
Whip.
want to do something different. And you could kind of make this a little bit of a gluten-free or a sugar-free option with kind of changing up your cake batter. You've got those sugar-free options on your whipped topping. You can use just a heavy whipping cream made up. So you really don't have to go fully pre-prepared items on this for sure. So it gives you that. You can even just do a buttercream frosting on here. It doesn't have to be a whipped topping.
But we're using it as a layering device too.
Exactly. You got to have something on there to hold our crunch on the top. So
Right.
you're not going to put this just directly on the cake, obviously. You want a little bit of a sweetness in there extra too. And then this is our crunch after it's come out of the oven. Again, also completely cooled.
So remind us again how long we baked the
We baked this
crunch
about
for?
8 minutes. And then
Same temperature that the cake bakes
Yeah,
at?
that 350 again. And then when it came out, I actually popped mine back in the food processor for just a couple of quick pulses to break that up a little bit. Because sometimes your butter gets a little, kind of crunchy hunks in there. So that just makes it a little bit easier and gets it nice and fine. You want that crunch, but you don't want those great big pieces when you go to cut that and bite into it. So we're just going to evenly kind of sprinkle this on there, get it really nice and coated so every piece has got some on there, and so that you get those little bit bigger pieces kind of evenly distributed too.
And that's really all you have to do with it.
That's really all you have to do with it. Obviously, you're going to keep this in the refrigerator after you get it finished. It's gonna set overnight. It's fine. What'll happen over time is that whip topping, that moisture of it, is going to kind of soften your crunchy stuff. So you don't want to do it too far ahead.
I love how you garnish this.
Try and make it look pretty for you.
I'm excited to try this.
It's the sample time.
Yes.
This is not a soft, squishy one. It's a good flavor to it. And you could change it up a little bit and do a different flavor of Jell-O in with that French vanilla as well. You could make it a little bit of a lemon or something different for those summer ones.
Peach seems to be the raging flavor this summer.
Peach would be great. You can't go wrong with fresh peach on anything.
That's really good. I love the texture of the crunch mixing in with the, and it's a firm cake, but you still have that moisture.
Yeah, and that's why I think the Cool Whip is the best option on it. The others are good, but the Cool Whip kind of gives it that little bit of that extra, softness and more dessert to it.
A very fun summer cake recipe. I love it. Good job.
Thanks. Thanks, I appreciate it.
She did good.
Thinking about doing it full time.
All right, you should. You should look into that. All right, well, if you're interested in finding this recipe, you can go on our morning show page at KOAMnewsnow.com and just click on the morning show link, and you'll find it later this morning.
Great.
We'll be right back.